All right, so getting gas as we head out of town here reminded me of something. When we were heading down to South Florida, everywhere we would see, you see the signs on the road and you stop because it says, whatever the price of gas is going to be. Well, everywhere down there, we pulled over and it's like that was the cash price. So if you used your card, it was like 6 cents more or something crazy. So here I am. I'm at Raceway. They just put a new Raceway. And if you can see our sign, we've got 344, and I'm happy to announce I'm filling up with my card for 344. So go Raceway. Thank you. Raceway is a great place to get gas. They don't trick you like all of those other places. So what is gas where you are? It's going to be interesting to see. We go through 5 states on this trip. It's Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and then into Texas. So every time I get gas, we're going to stop and see how much it costs and who's got the higher gasoline and stuff. So I'll see you again soon. Bye. All right, here we are crossing into Alabama. There's our Welcome to Alabama the Beautiful sign and our rest stop. Yay, that means we have 717 miles to go. All right, so we're passing our Mississippi Welcome Center, and we'll be coming up on our big Welcome to Mississippi sign. I have never seen as many cops in the state of Alabama as I saw just in that, 50, 60 miles or so that I went through the state of Alabama. Watched a very near accident happen. That normally doesn't happen. Normally these trips are, just real easy going, easy driving kind of thing. But we almost had a pretty big accident on I-10. I had to slam on my brakes, and a couple people had to go off the road and stuff like that. Thankfully, there was about 4 police officers right there. So even though nobody collided, it looked like they pulled over a couple of the people who were, the reason for all of the chaos, which I'm not sure, like I said, what exactly happened. But we are going over this bridge here, and then when we get to the other side, we'll have our big Welcome to Mississippi sign. So we're down to 648 miles left. See you soon. All right, so we are heading over the Pearl River Bridge, which you can see down there is just beautiful. Just water and trees just as far as you can see. So we are officially now crossing into the state of Louisiana. So we are 3 states down, 2 left to go. And Mississippi was great. It was a really easy drive. There's our Welcome to Louisiana sign. Woohoo! And, we're about to we are 94 miles away from, well, I guess that's just where I go over New Orleans. We're going to actually take I-12, which will kind of section us off and take us north of New Orleans. And then just past that, I will take the dreaded Highway 49, which is 187 miles of like nothing. So there we are. We have got 573 miles to go. All right, so I'm here in Hammond, Louisiana, which is north of New Orleans, and I stopped at a Shell station, Circle K, and gas is $3.36, so cheaper than I found in Pensacola, but another one of those places that the credit is the same amount as the cash, so that was exciting. So I actually did pay $3.36. And even though I didn't need gasoline, I did need to kind of stop and walk around. I've been going for almost 4 hours now, solid driving. So, it's time to get out and walk around for a few minutes. 487 miles to go. Beautiful, beautiful day. It was cloudy enough that, I can go without my sunglasses and, not getting a headache or squinting or whatever. My sunglasses, 12 hours of wearing sunglasses hurts after a while, so I haven't needed to put them on yet. But trucking along, I'm still a little ways from the 49 exit, and I'll check in then. See you later. Bye. All right, so here we are going over the Baton Rouge Bridge, which will take us into Lafayette, and I've always loved this bridge and all of these, just the structure is so cool. It's like the, Golden Gate or, whatever it is that has all of this. Just a really neat feel to go. Up underneath all these structures, you can see all of their stuff going on over there on each side. A bunch of boats, a bunch of different businesses and stuff like that that are right here
yards.
along the
Keep
water.
left.
So my GPS is talking to me, but so that's where we are. We're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we've got, let's see, my GPS isn't telling me because it's telling me to turn right now.
Keep left.
Let's see, how far have we got to go? I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 miles. I'm not sure. It looks like we still have almost 7 hours worth of driving. So yeah, it says 477 miles to go. So I've got 50 miles until Highway 49. Yeehaw. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, so we're coming up on one of my favorite stretches of I-10, and it's called Henderson Swamp. And I know that it sounds crazy to, think that a swamp would be beautiful, but it's about to open up here in just a second. I'm trying to keep this as still as I can. This is part of the Atchafalaya River, and I believe we are in St. Martin Parish here in Louisiana. Or actually, here is the river, so we haven't gotten to Henderson yet. But you'll be, cruising along here. It's about 55 miles an hour. It goes back and forth between 55 and 60, so it's a good, cruising speed. And we'll get up here to the swamp in a second. I can show it to you. It'll be cool because, every once in a while you'll catch, a flock of pelicans coming over, or, a big white egret, or maybe a blue heron, or something like that. So pretty cool. Actually, I'll turn it back on when we get actually to the swamp, and you can see where it kind of opens up and just how pretty it is. All right, so here we go. Here is Lake Bagot. One of the cool things about Louisiana, especially down here in the southern part of Louisiana, is that so much of the land is just that marshy kind of swamp that you really can't have a normal road. So I've been on, see that beautiful, look out there, isn't that neat? Just miles and miles of barely untouched land. There's one very old looking either power line or maybe a phone line. Here we go. It says Henderson Swamp on this sign we're about to pass there. It says Henderson Swamp. I think it's beautiful. Just miles and miles and miles of untouched land. And like I said, sometimes you'll see a flock of birds, or pelicans, egrets, blue heron, just all kinds of stuff out here. Are there gators out here? Probably. I would assume this is probably where they really, really like to hang out. But you know what? We're looking at it. We're not getting in it, right? Right. All right. So here we are on Highway 49. This is the worst part of the trip because this is all there is. It is trees and trees and trees and trees. There will be 15 to 20 miles between exits. And just absolutely nothing to look at. There is no cell phone service out here, or very sketchy at best. You can normally get a call out, but you can't hold it for long. There are no good radio stations out here. I think I need to invest in satellite radio. Thank goodness I have an iPod that my friend Candace sent to me for Christmas, so that gets me through this stretch. But this is it. This is Highway 49. Now, I said there's 15, 20 miles between exits, but I'm going to show you what an exit consists of here in just a minute. I think, using the term exit is, that's a pretty loose term for what they consider an exit versus what I would consider an exit. So I'll show you the next exit when we come up on it. All right, so here's our exit. You can see that building with the red roof on it right there. That is a gas station casino. That's what they call it, which means they've got 2 or 3 slot machines in there. So that's Highway 49 and an exit. Alright, so we made it all the way down Highway 49 to I-20, and we hit Shreveport, Louisiana at almost exactly 5 o'clock. So I got totally stuck in the 5 o'clock traffic. It was bumper to bumper crazy trying to get across 4 lanes of traffic to exit right on Highway 20. So I stopped and got gas. I got it for $3.41 at a Clark gas station. I don't think I've ever been to a Clark gas station, but it was there. And so I've decided to wait out the 5 o'clock traffic at Cracker Barrel. So I'm going to go in and enjoy a vegetable plate for dinner and walk around and just kind of enjoy standing up for a little while, and then we'll get back on the road. I think we've got about 300 miles left to go. See you then. Alright, so spent an hour inside a Cracker Barrel. Gosh, the sun's right in my face. Spent an hour inside a Cracker Barrel, which was great. Could not finish my food. I got a veggie plate and absolutely barely even put a dent in it. I felt bad the amount of food that I left. So I'm driving directly into the sun, as you can tell here, but we've got about 200 miles left, so we should be crossing into Texas in just a few minutes. Alright, so here we are. Welcome to Texas. There's our Texas welcome sign coming up here. It says drive friendly the Texas way, which of course means don't use blinkers or brakes or anything like that. There's that beautiful star there. I love Texas. This whole state is so awesome. So we made it. It is 6:09 in the evening, so, considering we stopped in Shreveport for an hour, we're making pretty awesome time. So, beautiful driving from here on out. Again, I got about 200 miles, and we'll be pulling into the hotel. Now, here's something I've only ever seen in Texas. Do you see that street sign right there? That speed limit sign. I have never seen a state that has basically two different speed limits. There's a daytime speed limit of 70 and a nighttime speed limit of 65. So I think it's funny because, there's no time on that. So I'm not real sure when that kicks in and when I would be officially, really speeding, or just, a little bit speeding. But I thought that was kind of cool. Just one of those cool things about Texas. There's thousands of things, but that was one that I remember the first time that I drove out here, I'd never seen that before. So, pretty nifty little thing. Okay, so yeah, I just totally had to pull over and clean my windshield. After looking at that last shot, that was nasty. So Dad, this one's for you. Look, nice clean windshield. I guess that's what happens with Highway 49. There is the sign that I was talking about. I'm not sure we can see it because of where the sun is, but with the two different speed limits. So anyways, clean windshield again. Now that I'm videotaping out of it, it wasn't until I did this back that I realized just how nasty it was. So thank you Highway 49 for all of the bug guts. 148 miles to Dallas. Woo! Got a beautiful sunset going on over here. I always love how pretty, how red the sun gets. It always looks like, I'm used to seeing the sunset over the water at home. We used to say that you could hear it sizzle as it went down. Of course, a joke, but it's always so pretty to see it out here in Texas, how it kind of sets over the plains, and you can just see, what pretty land and farmland and everything we've got through here. Tons and tons and tons of cows. It's funny because you can't go but a half a mile without seeing a bunch of cows. So just enjoying the sunset. Got 101 miles to go. Alright, so here we are. This is actually mostly Dallas, but I love coming over this big hill. As you can see, that there's just lights everywhere. It's like I remember, flying into Vegas and all you can see is lights, and that hill reminds me, coming in, and you see just how far the city stretches out. Pretty cool. All right, we made it. Welcome to my home for the next week. So this was fun. Thanks for going on the trip with me. It made it a lot more interesting to drive 12 hours checking in and showing you all the cool stuff that I get to see. So a whole week here in Fort Worth. I'm sure I'll be videotaping all over the city, people I meet, all that good stuff. So thanks for riding with me. See ya. Bye.